Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in with Hilltop Gang Hard Cider. Again, this is our first batch that we're making, and today we're going to show you how to measure the alcohol content of your brew. Part of the hydrometer set is a test tube to fill it with the juice. We have the hydrometer, the glass, it kind of looks like a thermometer, and we also have a temperature gauge. When we start this process, you want to make sure your juice is around 60 degrees. So when you do this, if you take it out of the fridge, let that juice bring itself up to about 60 degrees, and then you can get an accurate reading. The hydrometer is designed, when you read it, for temperatures of 60 degrees for the fluid that you're measuring. The hydrometer will allow you to follow the progress of your fermentation cycle. So as the sugar in your solution is converted into alcohol, the hydrometer will slowly sink as you keep your measurements. So today we're going to get a starting gravity reading, and we're going to show you how to do that. Part of this can be a little tricky to learn how to read the hydrometer. When you get this, you're going to see all these notches and numbers, and it kind of can get a little complicated. So when you look at the hydrometer, it starts out at 0.990 in the white, and then underneath in the blue, it's 1.000. And then underneath that, it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then it goes to 1.100. Well, what those are is you're breaking down between 1.0 to 1.1. So when you look back at the blue, it's 1.0, and the 1.0 notch would be 1.01. At the 20 notch, it's 1.02. At the 30, it's 1.03. And so forth as you continue down the line until you get to 1.1. So you take your hydrometer and we dip it in the sample. The important thing is after you've dipped it in, you want to spin the hydrometer to make sure that there's no bubbles or air pockets that would stick to the hydrometer to give it an inaccurate reading. So give it a minute. Let it settle itself as it spins in the juice. As we can see, as this is settling, it looks like it's about 2 notches below the 50. And I think that's a pretty solid reading. So we're going to take that and write that down. We're going to zone in again on the hydrometer and make sure we can get the proper reading. You want to make sure you have a journal so you can document all of your notes. So now that we've taken the hydrometer out, again, this was 2 notches below the 50 mark. So as you look on the right side, as if it'd be 50, it's 52, 54, 56, 58, and 60. So you have to add that to the 100th spot. So it'd be 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, 1.04. So 1.05 plus 2 notches. So that's 1.052, 1.054. That would be 2 notches. So let's grab our journal, and we want to write down the starting gravity level would be 1.054 would be our starting gravity. We would subtract the final gravity, and you always divide the formula by 0.776 to get the total ABV alcohol level of your brew. So tune in when we get that final reading on batch 1.